friends, welcome to this week's video or today's video. We're going to be learning about composite figures, and that is where you have multiple two-dimensional shapes. So if I had, like the free throw kind of area on a basketball court, if I had one of those, that is a rectangle with a half circle, or like an ice cream cone would be a triangle with a circle on it, right? So those are composite figures. So we're going to talk about perimeter and area of those today. Okay, we're going to start with perimeter and work our way towards area. So the first thing is we have this shape right here. Well, we're not getting rid of that arrow, are we? So we have this sky. And so my first step is to divide the composite figure into two-dimensional shapes that I do know how to work with perimeter and area of. So this one's kind of done for you. I'll highlight him into sections. So if you look, there's a triangle here. And then we also have a semicircle. There we go. Okay. So, step 1, already done. So then step 2, I'm going to find the perimeters of each shape. So let's start with the triangle. It's written kind of big. I'll write that slow. I'm writing with a giant marker is why. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to outline in purple the perimeter of this shape. So here, here, and then we have this semicircle shape. Okay. So all I need to have for the triangle are these two outer edges. This middle part will not contribute towards the perimeter. So I just need 8 plus 6, which is 14. Okay, then I need to find the circumference, or the perimeter, of the semicircle. Okay, so this one in orange. So take a second and write down the formula for the circumference of circle. Okay, nice job. So we're going to use the diameter formula because it gives me the whole way across the circle, which is the diameter. I'm going to plug in 3.14 for pi. My diameter is 10. And then I'm going to do 3.14 times 10 is 31.4. Oh, I should have written smaller. Okay, but for a semicircle, I'm going to divide that by 2. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to bump over into this guy real quick, into this box. Okay, so when I take 31.4 divided by 2, I got 15.7. So, to find the perimeter, I'm going to add all the parts I need. So if this guy is 15.7, I need to add the 8 plus the 6 plus 15.7. When I added those together, I got 29.7, and our units are feet. So if I was walking around this shape, I would have walked a total of 29.7 feet. Okay, let's try this one down here on your own. Okay, so on your own, I want you to break this kind of upside down L sort of shape. Break it into the shapes that you can find. Break it down. Okay, nice job. So you could have gotten a couple things. You should have gotten 2 rectangles. If I drew a straight line up this way, I would have this rectangle and this rectangle. You could have also drawn a straight line, and notice that I do it with a straight line every time. Okay, you could have also gotten those 2 rectangles. We'll go with that one. Okay, either one is fine. So I need to label what I know. Okay, if this whole side of this rectangle is 6, so from here to here is 6, then from here to here is 4, that leaves this little part to be 2. And what I know about rectangles is that opposite sides are congruent. So this side over here is 2. I'm just going to erase these little extra bits. Okay. Oops, a little too much erasing. There we go. Okay, and then if this whole side is 6, from here to here is 3, that leaves this part to also be 3. And then these 2 bits are congruent, so this length is 3. So I'm just labeling on the outside all the parts I need to know. Okay. So I'm going to outline the perimeter just to help you visualize what parts you need. Okay, and so since this one's not a semicircle or anything, I can just add all of them together. So starting here, I'm going to have my perimeter is 2 plus this side is 6 plus this long side is 6 plus down here is 3 plus this side is 4, and our last one right here is 3. And so now I've connected the whole shape. So I'm just going to add all of those together. Okay, when I add those together, 2 plus 6 plus 6 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3. Oh, I got 24. That's a lot of work for just 24. My units were centimeters. Okay. All right, area works the same way. So up here we have area. Okay, we're still going to break it down into the smaller shapes that we know. Let's go the other way this time. No, we can go the same way. So we learned that this side was 2 and this side was 3. Okay. So we broke it down. Here's a large rectangle, and then I'm going to have a smaller rectangle. And I like to label them. So we're going to say the area of the large rectangle the area is base times the height. Okay, well here's my whole base. It has a length of 6. And my height is 2. Just 12. Okay, then the area of the smaller rectangle. Okay, still base times height. My base is 3, my height is 4. Which is 12. So after I found the areas of the smaller shapes, I'm going to add the areas of the bigger shapes. Or the areas together to get the bigger shape. So large rectangle plus the small. The large rectangle was 12. Plus the small rectangle was 12. So my area is 24 square centimeters. Okay. Right, next one, find the area of this shape. It's kind of already broken down for us, which is nice. Okay, so we have a triangle and a semicircle, same as when we did it with perimeter. So we're going to start with the triangle. Okay, take a second, write down the formula for the area of a triangle. Okay, area of a triangle is 1/2 of the base times the height, or you might have written it base times height divided by 2. Then I fill in what I know. My base and my height of a triangle meet at this 90-degree angle, so 6 and 8 are my base and my height. So this is 6 times 8. Whoa. 6 times 8 divided by 2. Then I multiply. 6 times 8 is 48. Divided by 2, just 24. Okay, then I'm going to find the area of the semicircle. Take a second and write down the formula for area of a circle. Yep, you got it. Area is pi times the radius squared. Then for a semicircle, I need to just divide that by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in so I don't forget it. Okay. Right here I have my diameter. If my diameter the whole way across is 10, what is my radius, or halfway across? It should be 5. So instead of r, I'm going to put in 5. So area is pi times 5 squared divided by 2. That's 3.14 for pi. Squaring a number means to multiply it by itself. Okay, so I have 3.14 times 5 is 78.5 divided by 2, which is 39.25. Then the area for the whole figure, I'm just going to add the triangle plus the semicircle, which was 24 plus 39.25. And I got 63.25 square feet. So that's it for this video. As always, let us know if you have any questions. And then go ahead, do your practice for the week. Just remember that composite figure is really just breaking down the shapes in just smaller ones that you do know how to find the area of, finding the areas individually, and then adding them together. Have a great day.